Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are what we do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit, said Aristotle 2,500 years ago. Successful people are those with successful habits, said Brain Tracy. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of 7 habits for highly effective students at Masai School who are at Masai School on the way to become a competent software developer. My name is Yogesh Bhatt. I'm a co-founder and senior vice president at Masai School. I come with over 25 years of corporate experience in the field of consulting and training and development. At Masai School, I lead the soft skills curriculum, wherein which we build holistically the competencies of our students. Masai School is a transformation in education, wherein which you learn to earn pay when you get hired. It's a 21st century coding school, career-focused coding school. We are on a mission to find untapped or underutilized talent and get them skilled most demanding roles. 3 things that we focus on at Masai School: building industry-relevant skill, pay nothing until you're hired, and a holistic development. That's been the core 3 pillars at Masai School. So today, what are we going to do here, friends? I'm going to take you an overview of 7 habits of highly effective students at Masai School. Me and my team at Masai School had this great privilege of observing the students right from the admission process, through onboarding, through the curriculum of 30 weeks, placement, interview, and in their careers. And I had this great opportunity of interviewing thousands of students and watching hundreds of students going through these courses. This is what our observation and our understanding, and also a lot of study that is being done. I'm going to share with you all 7 habits of highly effective students at Masai School. While this is a specific study done at Masai School student, but it is universally applicable because most of the students would share a similar kind of a path. The study has been said that more than 40% of the actions people transform or performed each day weren't actually decisions, but habits. Decisions decide destiny, habits decides destiny. So the question to ask is, what is a habit? And habit is a beautiful intersection of 3 things: knowledge, what to do; skill, how to do; and desire is a want to do. For any habit to form, you need all 3 components very effectively. There are many individuals who have the knowledge and skill, but they don't have a desire to do a habit. So what happens is they kick off it for a couple of days, and then there is no desire to do. May it be a dieting or exercising or a reading a simple thing like a book. I know what book to read. I also have a skill to read, but unfortunately, I don't have a desire to develop the knowledge base, so I give up. So for any habit to form, the 3 intersections are very important: the knowledge, the skills, and the desire. The more closer these Venn diagrams are, the better is the habit formation. So let me take you through, basis our observation and our discussion, what are the 7 habits of highly effective students at Masai School. Habit number 1, it is the effort focus. Habit number 2 is a marathon mindset. Habit number 3, it's a deliberate practice these students do at Masai School. Habit number 4, it's all about being proactive, a very critical trait that we will explain to you in a little moment. Time management and productivity, extremely important if you want to become highly effective student. Habit number 6, it's all about perseverance and resilience, 2 sides of the coin. You'll see that interesting a tango that takes place between perseverance and resilience. Habit number 7 is self-discipline. What I'm going to do in the next 15-20 minutes or so, I'm going to take you through each of these habits and gives you an overview of each of these habits. In reality, at Masai School, we make the students understand them, take them through the entire gamut of why, what, and how framework of each of these habits. As someone said it beautifully, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. Consistency is the key to build habits. True to anything in life, isn't it? Whether you want to be good at music, or you want to build that six-pack app, or you want to have that fitness, or you want to run that marathon. Consistency is the key. It doesn't come from doing it occasionally. So let's deep dive into the 7 habits of highly effective students at Masai School. I want to start with habit number 1. The habit number 1 is the effort focus. And in fact, it is our core philosophy at Masai School. As you all know that Masai School is a military style coding school, wherein which our students follow the routine of 996, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. All of them sign up a Masai School code of conduct. For us, effort is paramount. And we want our students to understand this before signing up for Masai School. And we have seen that those students who go on become successful, they believe in effort focus. This is a Masai student on the left side, and he wants to be successful, a full stack developer, getting his dream job, dream company, dream salary, so that he can have a fulfilling career. Obviously, it doesn't fall from sky. Obviously, it doesn't come from just by enrolling into Masai School. What is required is effort. Efforts can be looked in 3 distinctive dimensions. The first angle in which the efforts can be looked is the sheer quantity of work. What does quantity of work means for a student at Masai School? It means doing that 996 day in and day out for 30 weeks. It means the number of lines of code that he writes. Typically, a good student does around 1,200 hours of coding. He does around 100 HackerRank problems being solved. He spends around 200 hours in data structures and algorithm, 100 hours on soft skills. He also does something around 20 mini projects and 4 main projects and somewhere around 1 or 2 hackathons. The sheer quantity of effort is very paramount. But quantity of effort by itself is not sufficient. The question to ask is, what about the quality of effort? Is the student focusing his attention during that 996? How is the quality of code that is he writing? What kind of an interaction that is he doing? What kind of self-reflection that is he doing to get better? The question we always ask our student is, are you better today than yesterday? The mantra is be better, right? For be better, you must focus on the quality of effort. Third important dimension, there are students who are good in quantity of effort, there are in quality. But the question is, am I spending too much of time on those things I am comfortable, or should I focus on those things that will make me competent developer? A direction of effort. How much time am I spending on front-end engineering? How much time am I spending on back-end engineering? How much time am I spending on data structures and algorithm? How much time am I spending to build my soft skills persona so that I can create that impact that is required during the interview? That is the important, the direction of efforts. Today's quantity of effort brings in tomorrow's results. Today's quality of efforts brings in tomorrow's result. Today's direction of efforts brings in tomorrow's result. Because friends, there is always a time gap between efforts and result. Life will be wonderful. I put in an effort today and tomorrow I become a full stack developer. I join a coaching class in 10th standard and I say that I get an admission into IIT JEE or Tier 1 college. Doesn't happen, right? There is always a time gap. Let's look at habit number 2. That's the developing a marathon mindset, right? What we tell our students is life is a marathon. Becoming a software developer as a career is a marathon. Most of us would spend anywhere between 30, 35, 40 years of our life in jobs, right? So let's make it a career that we enjoy. So when a student joins a Masai School, that we, on the induction day, we tell them that he must develop marathon mindset. What I did was I interacted with a lot of marathoners. Our CTO Nripul is a marathoner. My ex-colleague Prashant is a marathoner, and we also discussed this with a couple of marathoners. And we asked them, what is it that lessons that you learn as a marathoner? And we saw that a lot of similarities between a marathoner and for a successful student at Masai School. I'm going to give you a couple of things that we have listed here. First and foremost, I must look at long-term mindset. It is a 30-week course. It is not about 1 week, 2 week. It is a 30-week course. Break down large goals. How do I break down a front-end engineering into an HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, into a smaller one? And each of them break it down into week and into day, into sessions. Obviously, the journey is very important. It is not just the destination. Are you hungry enough to succeed? No one can run those 26.2 miles, right? And nobody can run those 30 weeks for you. It is you who have to do that. When your legs get tired, run with your heart. Find that the final stretch is where the magic happens. And I have seen this in our students also. In the 28th, 30th week, when they put together the front-end engineering, the back-end engineering, their ability of data structures and algorithm, their soft skills to make the code walk through, when they do the CRUD application, you see the joy of creation. It doesn't matter, friends, where you're coming from. All that matters is where you are going. That is what we keep telling. It doesn't matter. As you know that in Masai School, we are one of the most diverse and an inclusive school. Our eligibility criteria is only 12 standard for the application. Yeah, a threshold level of math and logic is required, but we don't stop if you are from a commerce background or a non-tech background or non-computer science background. In fact, many of our successful students are non-computer science background. They have been civil engineers, we have had a BCom graduate and also a BA student. Let's look at habit number 3, deliberate practice. This is the mantra in Masai School, and our students keep hearing about it because we firmly believe in a mastery-based concept. For anything to attain mastery, the deliberate practice is important. Let me show you some of these famous personalities or celebrities that we all admire, may it be Roger Federer, or Rahul Dravid, or Lionel Messi, Virat Kohli, or Akshay Kumar. All of them, they have been doing that. It's not easy for a Roger Federer to win 20 Grand Slams, or Rahul Dravid with 13,000 runs and 210 catches, right? The most for any person. What is it that they would have done day in and day out is deliberate practice. It has been told that Rahul Dravid, when he used to play, you would see him every day morning at 6 o'clock walking into Chinnaswamy Stadium, impeccably dressed in white and white to practice that defense, to practice that lead, practice that stroke, practice that catching. That's very important. As Malcolm Gladwell said very beautifully, success has to do with deliberate practice, practice that must be focused, determined in an environment where there is a feedback. What Masai School is doing that is it's giving a platform, it's giving an environment for all our students to practice and become successful. It's a special type of practice where there is a purpose, right? There are 6 key elements of a deliberate practice. One, it is a repeated lot. Initially, our students find it a lot of difficult. In fact, we make them do typing test. We make them do typing practice on typing cat platform. We want to improve their speed, words per minute, and also accuracy. And you see that the way they progress from week 1 to week 30, it's where the magic happening. We have had students with 10 words per minute going up to 40, 45 words per minute, and accuracy anywhere between 40 to 70 to 80. It's all about repetition, deliberate practice, designed to improve performance, as I gave you an example of the typing test. And right through the journey, one thing that our students get is a coach in terms of instructor, in terms of Sherpa, the coach, in terms of mentoring. It's always there. They're always there to give them the feedback. It's available continuously day in and day out. It is demanding. 996 is demanding, not only physically, but also mentally. Our students ask them, they say that about the course, it is not fun. It is a serious business. In fact, we make them watch some of these movies. My all-time favorite movie is Zero, The Dreams of Sushi. I recommend all of you to watch it, available on YouTube. It's all about a chef who's almost hitting the age of 90. One thing that he's been doing is making sushi. If you want a table in his restaurant, you need to book at least 6 to 8 weeks in advance in Tokyo. And what has he been doing? He's been making sushi. That's it, right? So let's look at habit number 4, being proactive. In fact, Stephen R. Covey told us in his classic book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Habit number 1 is being proactive. We have seen one thing that is common with all successfully passed out students at Masai School are being proactive. They're extremely proactive. All of us have choice in life. Either you want to react to a situation or you want to be proactive. You must be hearing these kind of job description. We are looking for people who are self-motivated. We're looking for someone who's a real go-getter. What are these companies actually saying? They're saying they want people who are proactive. People who are proactive, it's a desirable trait. Increases individual self-confidence, builds personal brand. You see that people who are proactive are always sought after by managers, and they manage setbacks better. Colleagues, managers, and customers like people who are proactive. The typical characteristics that can be of a proactive behavior. Being proactive is all about taking responsibility for your results and actions rather than just watching how things happen. Guys, we must be proactive in life. In short, proactive is all about hustle. That is nothing but working really hard and problem solving. That's an overview about proactive. In practice, we normally look at the proactive elements and we give them how does one can build proactive action. Let's look at habit number 5, time management. Time management and productivity are very closely linked. As someone said it very beautifully, time is ultimate democracy. That means the rich and the poor, the young and the old, the male and the female, all have 24 hours a day. Whether you are the sheikh in Dubai or a shaking person in Timbuktu, all have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But having said that, time is a non-renewable resource. Once it is gone forever. You'll never see that moment again, right? 11:38 in my watch is gone. You'll never see that moment again for this particular day. It's an interesting analogy here. Imagine that every day at exactly 12 mid past, you get 86,400 rupees credited in your account. The question to ask is, how do you spend? What is this 86,400? That is 86,400 seconds are being deposited in your account. How do you spend this on a daily basis makes you a successful person. Being being productive is all about managing time. You may have a question that why do I have to have good time management? Because time is limited, time is perishable, time is non-renewable resources. Absolutely. To be productive, to increase efficiency, you must manage your time better. And we have seen that many people have high level of stress because they're not able to manage time and they're always going after things that are urgent and important. In fact, in our time management workshop, we teach them something between how do one distinguish between urgent and important tasks. Urgency versus important, and then we come out with various ways to do that. We talk about Pareto's principle, the 80-20 law, and we also give them a simple method called ABCD method. So what is time management, friends? It's all about taking conscious control over the amount of time on a specific activity that you can spend. Systematically prioritizing tasks, completing demands to complete the most important task within a certain amount of time. There are 5 important elements that we cover in the time management section. First and foremost, how does one set SMART goals? Once these goals are set, each goals have certain tasks. I must detail this list of tasks, and these tasks needs to be prioritized. Obviously, all human beings have this habit of procrastination, right? How does one can avoid procrastination? It is the number one negative trait that all of us needs to overcome if you want to manage time better. And lastly, it's all about delegation of work wherever is possible. So that's about time management, that habit number 5. Let's move to habit number 6, one last to go, last but not one. It's all about the twin side of the coin, and they are the perseverance and resilience. We have seen that these two are like a tango. They are like a tango, and we have seen that typically these two traits are present in an individual, and they are the two sides of the coin: perseverance and resilience. Uh, Napoleon said it beautifully: victory belongs to the most persevering. And I'm sure you may say that you may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. So trying is very important. And let's take now let's look at what is perseverance is all about. Are you able to recollect this young cricketer who played under 19 in the recent World Cup, Yashasvi Jaiswal? If you look at the story of this boy, at the age of 11, he moved from UP and he came to Mumbai with one dream of being a cricketer. He was from a very, very humble background. His father could not afford him even giving him any money. He said that pursue your dream as long you can take care of yourself. He lived for 4 to 5 years in the Azad Maidan ground along with some of the club tent people. He used to sell pani puri in the ground to make sure that he can survive himself, and went on to become get selected for under 19 team, and I'm sure he's going to play IPL and for the Indian cricket team. Also, what this is his story, what is perseverance is all about, friends. It is doing despite of difficulty or hardship. Do you think it was a walk in the park for Yashasvi Jaiswal? No, it was all about difficulty and hardship. He shares a story wherein which he was thrown out of the tent because two of the members fought in the tent, and one of the guys said that no more will take care of this boy. He threw him out of the tent. He had to sleep outside. Keep going and not giving up is perseverance. Doing despite delay in achieving success is perseverance. It took him 6 years to get recognized and start playing. Commitment, hard work, patience, and endurance, perseverance. Lastly, to bear difficulties calmly without complaining is perseverance. The human tendency is to start blaming others, right? Keeping calm is very important trait if you want to be good at perseverance. Never give up on what you really wanted to do, friends. The person with a big dream is more powerful than one with all facts. I want all of you boys and girls should dream big. Dreams are very important because that is what helps you to stay perseverant. Okay? My favorite quote is from Jack Ma, who said that never give up. Today is hard, tomorrow will be worst, but day after tomorrow will be sunshine, said Jack Ma. Right? So other side of the coin, resilience goes as a tango. So let's look at why resilience has become very much a necessity today. The first reason why it is important is all of us, all of us are certain to face failures and adversities. And this particular thing is more so common in the VUCA world. What is VUCA? Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world it has become. I talked to our parents, our world was much, much more calmer. Today, every day has become VUCA, right? And level of resistance is only going up. There's a resistance at every level. And if you want to have progress in life, resilience is important. So what is this resilience is all about? Resilience is the ability, is the quality, it's an ineffable quality, a trait, a tendency, or a capacity to bounce back from adversity. Resilience is not about avoiding adversity. It is the capacity or the tendency or the mindset an individual has to bounce back from adversity. Players go through that, isn't it? They have a very bad tour of Australia. Just before that, he was in the top ranks, and suddenly he has a very bad tour. How does a batsman come back from a very bad tour? It is all about being resilient. Maybe one over is being hit very badly. How does he come back very strongly in the next over? It's all about this particular trait about resilience. But having said that, resilience is a very, very complex topic. Well, and many people say that it is very complicated concept. The good news is resilience is a skill, and as you know that all skills are learnable, but it requires that kind of deliberate practice and mindset. So you can build resilience. The question is, what is the consequence if you don't have resilience? You will not solve problems because you will fail and you will give up very easily. You may not take risk because of this. I would rather play it safe. There is a tendency to blame self, or there is a tendency to blame external factors, and always in the state of anxious, uneasy, nervousness, concerned, because he is not comfortable with failures. In fact, FAIR is the first attempt in learning. Somebody said it very beautifully. FAIL is the first attempt in learning. It's absolutely fine when you learn something, it is okay to fail. I keep telling my younger son who's interested in baking, it's absolutely fine to fail. It's absolutely fine to fail. But it's most important is what is the learning that you have taken from fail? You must keep doing at it. Last one, important one. Habit number 7, the habit of self-discipline. We are what we repeatedly we do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit, Aristotle said. Like everything else that brings progress, the greatest struggle is always within ourselves. That is why you need to learn self-discipline. Self-discipline is a life skill. What do you mean by life skill? As long that you live, this skill is useful. It gives you immense amount of superpower. Self-disciplined people exercise delayed gratification. So let's talk about a little more on self-discipline. Again, a very complex topic, but it is a skill that is learnable. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. We all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have aspiration. But why is it only few people go and achieve it? It is because we lack discipline. Right? So it is the bridge between the goals and accomplishment. The foundation for all self-discipline is an ability to control one's thoughts, actions, attitude, and feeling. Look at it very beautifully. The foundation is built on what we think, what we act, what we feel about it. So self-discipline is largely it is doing, it is an action of what we have to do, when we have to do, whether we like it or not. If you want to do an yoga every day, it is all about acting, doing that yoga. When you have to do, it has to be in the morning 6 a.m. Whether you like it or not, you must do that. Why self-discipline is important? It is a first step to become a better. To change, you must have a self-discipline. To overcome procrastination, we have to have self-discipline. To accomplish your goals, you need to have self-discipline. To boost your self-esteem, you need to have self-discipline. And self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger you become. The less you train it, the weaker you become. It takes time to become self-disciplined, but once you become it, nothing happens. You must have seen that some people who are jogging regularly, it has become a part of their habit. Initially, it was all about self-discipline, and now it has become a part of the habit. Now, 5 discipline areas, life skill that we must all focus. And it is basis my own understanding I'm sharing with you. The first one is the physical discipline. It is all about health and diet. Exercise and diet to have a better fitness and health. The second discipline that we must have is an emotional discipline. The question is, how do you choose to feel? Do you react to a situation or do you respond to a situation? The third discipline is learning discipline. Life is a continuous learning journey. Gone are the days I've done with my graduation, post-graduation, I've done and dusted. Today, every day you have to keep learning because the immense change that is happening there. The fourth discipline is all about financial discipline. It is not about getting that highest salary bracket. The question is, do you inculcate financial discipline? This is where your action habits becomes very important. Do you spend more than what you earn? Or do you spend everything that you earn? Do you save consistently? Do you invest so that it can grow? Now, these are the 4 important disciplines. All this is possible only through consistent, continuous effort in the right quantity, in the right quality, and in the right direction. Friends, now we have looked at the 7 habits of highly effective students at Masai School. We started with the habit number 1, that was all about effort focus. Habit number 2, it is all about deliberate practice. Habit number 3 is marathon mindset. Then we moved on, we looked at habit number 4, resilience and perseverance, time management, and self-discipline. All these are important 7 habits of highly effective students at Masai School. I hope you have got an overview. And at Masai School, we run this entire program through an initiative called Skillathon, wherein which we invest 1 hour every day in our students to build these capabilities in the area of skill set, tool set, and mindset, which is an ingredient for success there. So thank you all so much for this patient listening. Hope that it has been valuable to you. In case if you need any further information around this topic, please feel free to write to admissions@masaischool.com or softskills@masaischool.com. Masai School is a 21st century coding school wherein which you learn to earn pay only when you get hired. We're attempting a transformation in education. Thank you all so much.